Alright, so, now that we all heard my stream of consciousness in the last video, I should probably get to the unpacking, because that's what you watch for. So, I guess I'll just have to put that YouTube video in. I'm not going to misrepresent that video that I took previously. I don't want people to just see the boxes and then hear me on a soapbox and think, well, this guy, fuck him, you know? So, we're getting right to it now. So these Topps cards are pretty good, I think. There I go, saying shit to say shit. So going back onto the Interactive Corp people, they're not bad people. They've got some mess ups that they've done, and it's also very personally driven by them. So, you know what? Fuck around, find out. Alright, so let's see some good ones here. Let's see what we got. Boom. Oh, wow, this is a good one. See, this is what we're going for. Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Okay. Foil, Josh Bell, and rookie card, Jason W. guy. Cool. So yeah, this is how you kill my penny sleeves and top loaders. Buy these. It's going to cost me 84 top loaders and 84 penny sleeves. Can you believe that? 84. See, this one's good, see? Foil and rookie card. I mean, this is what you pay for. I did the math and it comes out to something like 70 cents a card cost for all this. So, you know, that's not too bad. You're pulling some higher hits. Big hitter. So yeah, anyway, going back to my Sussman Godfrey type of takeover, if any of you people watch Dan Pena on mergers and acquisitions, I am probably the textbook play for that kind of stuff right now. And I'm doing something a little bit innovative. See, I'm using YouTube as my soapbox to preach from. And I say that jokingly about soapbox. Honestly, that last video was fucking soapbox. Let's not shit ourselves. But, you know, that's how that goes. And, you know, I have developed a great instance of ChatGPT. Every single one of my videos, though, I keep authentic. I don't script it. I just go. The only time that you'll hear anything scripted is when I do recitals. So those are scripted. Everything else is supplementary. That's another legal term for you people. You heard that, right? Supplementary. So, it's very, you know, you can absolutely over-disclose to the SEC. And over-disclosure is actually a tremendous thing, and it makes their job a hell of a lot easier. Now, everything, just to put you guys into some more context on this, everything that I've accused Interactive Corp of is based off preponderance of evidence. And I have some evidence myself, and I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to otherwise, you know, how do you say it? I don't want to invalidate it or make it an admissible thing for courts. You know, they have the right to see what the heck is going on and analyze it themselves. This is interesting. What do you think about Cole Reagan's? It's pretty cool. You know, we need to make sure that it's maintained. See, I think the Topps Chrome thing on these cards actually does not really make them that... Maybe they do. I don't know. I'll need to look it up, people. I need to look it up. I don't know what the... I don't know. I just don't know. I know that this is a nice pattern, though. But yeah, you know what? Regulators deserve to see everything in a way that is transparent and be able to conduct their own investigations through the district attorney's office if there is malfeasance, if there is such thing as anything going on with, say, like RICO violations or whatever. Not to say there are or are not. And you know, a lot of you here are just here for the unpacking. Actually, I think probably most of you at this point, if you're still watching this, you're either fascinated, interested, or you're doing your job. So at least, you know, there are worse things that you could be doing as the lawyer than watching my videos. You know, yeah, at least you get to see some baseball cards. You watch me pull these out, and you know, it's like Nick Sogard, you know, Boston Red Sox. You know, I frankly, the problem with the Red Sox is that they just simply suck. You know, even though this is a rookie card, it's probably worth something, but that's because people in Boston are stupid enough to actually pay for this shit. So, we got that. Then we got that. And, yeah, you know, we're just talking at this point. And you know what else I'm actually doing too? I've also set this up in a way where you have to watch this. If you're an attorney that is actually pouring through these documents, I have written it in such a way where you must watch all of these videos, and there isn't a thing that can be done about it. And this is where the public record resides, in this YouTube channel. In document, what is it? A1H. A1H. That's what it is. See, I don't even have my thing in front of me, but I know my case files, and I know my exhibits. When I say case files, I mean my case citations and historic precedent. I don't mean... I don't know why I'm describing that right now. You know better. There's something called implied knowledge. There's also such thing as... I'm not going to say it. Last thing I need is more controversy on this channel, especially in that way. We're not going to do that. But this channel is already radioactive. And you know, the best way to show everyone that you've actually read through or watched through these videos is by leaving a like or a subscribe or a comment. And, you know, just taking it all in. Just being chill. That honestly is the best move that you could ever make. See, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. See, I bought more of these top loaders. I got 300 of them here. So yeah, but you know, the reason why I'm also doing this YouTube channel, not only is it now a disclosure channel because Interactive Corporation decided to allegedly suppress it, it's also going to be something that is going to be studied and watched countlessly till the end of time. By the end of time, I mean at least until this generation forgets about it. Or at least until this generation is forgotten. Because that's what happens after about 100 or 150 years. People forget. And that's why we have cycles. It's all ephemeral. And they are correct. And what was the existential one? Ephemeral. I think Un Petit Prince, The Little Prince. I think that was one of the themes. So yeah, that puts us into some deep contemplation. I think a lot of you are actually going to hate this, but some of you, a couple of you, are going to find this absolutely fascinating. And the people who actually find what I'm talking about fascinating are the ones who should be lawyers, who are doing it because they enjoy it, because it is their calling. The rest are wondering, we had these promises, and we did the things, and after all the things are done, the promises kind of aren't all materializing, because now you're dealing with life stuff. Not everything is suits. That's for sure. I really like this. This Mookie Betts one. Yeah, I'm really impressed by this card, actually. This is actually a really nice one. I've pulled a lot of these, team cards, but I've never actually pulled one of them that are foil yet. So that's a very good one, I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Which frankly, I don't know, might not be. Some people will say I'm super humble. Other people would say that I'm a loudmouth. I guess it depends on what day of the week you catch me or what YouTube video you've seen me in or something. I don't know. Frankly, I'm a guy, and before this, I had a construction business in upstate New York, and I was focused on construction stuff. This is a nice card. It's pretty solid. I was focused on the construction stuff that I was doing. Mostly I was doing service calls, but I was also deconstructing a house, was working on that for a guy, and I was making sure that was getting done, but it's not, it didn't get finished because I had to leave. Which again kind of goes back into the whole story arc here. I really don't want to talk about it. I don't. In essence, my business was broken by outside forces that I could not control. So, while I still have some money and whatnot, it's not the point. You don't go and do that to someone just to suppress them because you felt a certain way about something. Or sending in a quote-unquote investor who assumes that they can take advantage of you, who assumes that they can blackmail you while they are on the record, frankly. That's alluding to something that will be dropped later on. Potentially. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. See, because I can't decide on that. Because the guy helped me out a lot in terms of getting that business up and going. So it's also it's a very dynamic type of betrayal, and I'm not sure if I want to open up that liability or even go down that road. Even though it might be materially somewhat relevant, I'm not sure about how to go about it. But you know what? If it is that materially relevant, what you can do is you could always subpoena that answer. So see, at least I'm dropping some value in these videos for you legal people. Doing that makes it a little bit more interesting, so you're not just watching videos aimlessly all day, because you are in fact getting some additional information from this as I speak in real time, because I'm providing context, I'm providing motive, I'm providing legitimate factors that support everything that I'm saying in the scheduled TO. So these videos aren't necessarily for your average viewer, but I certainly would like to hope that they'd like to follow along and like they'd actually like to see corruption get turned on its head. I think that a lot of things have happened over the years that have just went unanswered, and compounded, and people think that they're invincible when they are absolutely not. And you can get away with some things, but you won't be able to get away from them forever. So, in the end, there are you cannot just simply suppress the truth or the law. That's un-American. It's not. It's completely unconstitutional. And if there's one thing, I don't care about Bush, Obama. I don't care about Hillary. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about Biden. You know why? Because you know what? They're the president. We elect them. Very well. They're elected. Good job. Thank you for winning the popularity contest. I don't have to. But their biggest thing, the biggest thing that I care about in this country is our Constitution. Because that provides us the ability to not really give a damn. To not give a damn is actually a very, very high-end luxury. It's an expensive one. It always comes at a cost. And if you are complicit, the cost only goes up. Oh, that's actually pretty sick over here. I've got it. This guy's pretty good, and I thought that this was solid. Check this card out. Give me 1 second. Right here. We got Jackson Holiday, Future Stars. Now that is a good card. This is a cool card. I like it. Now let's see if he can actually perform. Yeah, so these rookie cards, they can be worth some real money someday. And the reason why, let me tell you how it works. So if Jackson Holiday becomes like an MLB All-Star and gets super famous for whatever reason, and I'm sure that there are people who are going to completely disagree with me and say that's never going to happen. But the point is, if they do break out, those cards could be worth hundreds and thousands of dollars. Especially if they're from a while ago, There are a lot of people out there. Like my main Pokemon collection, that's my main thing on this channel. Right now I happen to be doing the baseball thing because I'm kind of just, I'm adding some variation here. And the new cards, I am finding it pretty difficult to even get around here, which is frankly great for the industry, I guess. But, if you're going to go and just buy things, you're buying them from resellers, and it's really difficult to determine whether or not they're actually real, especially with a new set like this. So that's part of the reason for the pivot. So I care about my provenance very much. And, trust but verify. That's about it. You've got to, you have to verify whatever you're doing. If you just blindly trust people, you will eventually, you will be in a disadvantaged position, and that's unfortunate. It's just the truth of it. So here's Mets. Here's Mets. I like the Mets, Yankees are my team, though, New York, and we used to play baseball in high school, that kind of thing. That typical guy stuff. These are pretty good. You know what? Before I mess up all the foil, I hate how they cut these cards. The chrome ones. Like, these things, whenever you pull these baseball cards, it's either they're worth something or they're not. It's like right away you know if it's worth it or not. And I don't sugarcoat things. And I like that, actually, because I think that it's important to have that kind of, that standard within a product class because it makes sure that the market doesn't enter into like a bubble territory. Same thing goes for you know, the stock market and stuff. In the end, it's all the same kind of mechanism with buying and selling. Just through different mediums and different lot sizes. Yeah, see, these bronze cards are cool. I like them. Bronze, black and white, foil. Yeah, see, the reason why I like the foil is because, you know, I'm going to get to these later because this video is going to go to like 30 minutes. With, yeah, so these cards, they've got a lot of good cards in this pack, in this box. I got 3 more to do, so I guess I'm going to be doing one video per box. I thought that these would go faster, but they're not. Kenzie Gore. Mr. Cortez. So the problem with these foil things is it's not like the Pokemon or anything. They get dust and stuff on them. And they're not really that smooth of cuts either. Chrome stuff. I like this one. It's this is Cameron Misner rookie card. It's got a cool design. So yeah, basically what I do, yeah, I'm an actual entrepreneur. I've run businesses, I've built businesses, been relatively successful with stuff. The AI program, you know, that's worth some serious money actually. Needs some refinement, but the general premise is certainly there. And it's operating in real time for me, so there's really not much you can complain about with that. Oh yeah, there we go. We got one. We got one. David Festa, signed. A+, finally. And it's a rookie card. Signed rookie card. Yeah. Any Twins fans out there, I got your Twins. It's immediately getting top loaded. That is A+, man. Woo! Foil, rookie card, signed. The only way that this could possibly get better is if it was numbered, but it's not. Yeah, just look at that thing. So another pro tip, you could actually use ChatGPT. You take a picture of one of these cards, right? And then you put it into, you upload the photo into ChatGPT. And it will tell you right away if it's centered or a little bit off. And if you submit it for grading for PSA grading, if as long as the borders are within a 40-60 ratio, you're golden. You'll get a PSA 10 from stuff like this. And if you're going to submit it to Beckett, if ChatGPT says, hey, this looks like a 50-50 ratio, and it's like this condition, like what I've got right here, like that, and then with like the back over here, heck, you could probably find out right now just by screenshotting this, and you could put it into ChatGPT, and then it will tell you if it is if it is or is not a Beckett Black Label potential. What you're really looking for are those Beckett Black Labels, because that makes it a 1 out of 1 type card if you get Black Label. It's really quite something else. But yeah, I'm really happy with this card. That makes that pack purchase definitely worth it. So, you know, there's the first video for you. I'll get another one going here. As always, like, subscribe, and, you know, I'll see you in the comments. Have a good one.